Order. The Honorable Zambia, order. The Honorable Mukunyi, take your seat. Order. You can take my specs. The Honorable Kingola, you shall read that bill. Order, members, order. The Honorable Kingola, go and sit and read. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to read it. Clause 29, number 2, an invoice showing an amount of that purports to be tax shall only be issued in respect of a taxable supply.
Thank you. Now make your point.
Thank you. Then, that is why I said, Mr. Chairman, I have a lot of respect.
No. You'll come back to this.
Thank you. Give him.
Order, members.
Yeah.
Order.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman, I have
because order, members.
Mr. Chairman, I have the
order,
floor.
members. If we go back to what you had said earlier, you will find that, so go ahead and finish your point.
So, thank you, Mr. Chairman. The reason why I say this, Mr. Chairman, this government has developed a trend of bringing laws.
No, that now is conjecture.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, it is.
You shall sit down.
Because you cannot bring a proposal to doing Kenya.
Go ahead. Go ahead. The honorable members, it's not good to do conjecture. It's good to be factual. The Honorable Junet, go ahead. The Honorable Junet, move to this seat. Move. Just use this one.
Chair, it is true that 29(2) says an invoice showing an amount that purports to be taxed shall only be issued in respect of taxable supply. But, Mr. Chair, I want to tell Honorable Macau, my commissioner, that if he had listened to the committee chair earlier,
yes,
the amendments that the committee chair has moved by deleting registered persons, that registered person is talking about is the same people he's talking about. Mama Mboga, he's talking about Mutumba. Yes, that is the truth. This is what the bill is saying. Unless you that is, if you listen to the amendment, the amendment of the chair, and I want to congratulate the chair by taking care of Mamboga, Mutumba, and all small traders. Chair, congratulations, because when you delete registered persons, you are taking care of that category of business people. But the corporate people will pay their taxes.
Thank you, members. I now put the question. Honorable members, that clause 29 be amended as proposed by the chairperson of the Finance Committee. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? Ayes have it. I now put the question, members, that clause 29 as amended be part of the bill. Will as another opinion say aye? Will as another opinion say nay? The ayes have it.
Clause 30.
Members, I propose the question that clause 30 be part of the bill. There being no amendment, I put the question that clause 30 be part of the bill. Will have another opinion say aye? Will have another opinion say nay? Ayes have it.
Clause 31.
All members, I propose the question that clause 31 be part of the bill. Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair, I beg to move that clause that one be amended. And Honorable Chair, I beg for members for patience because this is quite a very consequential amendment. I beg to move that clause 31 is amended by first inserting such capital goods, the exemption of which the capital secretary may determine to promote investment in the manufacturing sector, provided that the value of such investment is not less than 5 billion shillings, Honorable Speaker. So this particular provision on clause 31 is providing, Honorable Chairperson, for exemptions for manufacturers that come to invest more than 5 billion shillings. This is meant to make sure that Kenya becomes a manufacturing hub. 5 billion shillings, not less than 5 billion shillings. So that means that anybody that have that comes and makes such a huge investment here, and honorable leader of minority is telling me we make it too. Then that comes and makes the investment here, then Kenya will certainly become a manufacturing hub, honorable Speaker, across the region. Second, honorable Speaker, we are proposing to delete several of these paragraphs, honorable Speaker, and this is where we are speaking to the change in the first and the second schedule, where some of the proposals that were being proposed to move from zero rate to exempt were being proposed in this paragraph 31. So what, honorable Speaker, after extensive public participation, this committee has made a decision to retain the following items under zero rate. Honorable Speaker, one of them is input of raw materials for, one of them is transportation of sugarcane from farms to milling factory, Honorable Speaker. And this I know is a huge, huge deal for the people of Western Kenya, for the farmers of the sugar sector, Honorable Speaker, and therefore it is important that transformation of sugarcane from farms to milling factories continue to be zero rated, Honorable Speaker, so that we make it easy to have manufacturing, Honorable Speaker, and grow our sugar sector, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
It is also important to note that we have also retained, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Speaker, the supply of raw materials for feeds, Honorable Speaker. Animal feeds are going to continue to be under zero, Honorable Speaker, and this is to continue making sure that feeds, Honorable Speaker, that animal feeds continue to be affordable, Honorable Speaker, and continue to retain in zero rate, Honorable Speaker. It is also important that we also mention that manufacturing of phones, of locally assembled phone manufacturing of phones, we still want to make that to be zero rate, Honorable Speaker. This is going to continue making it easy for our own locally manufactured smartphones and other phones to be very competitive in the market, Honorable Speaker. It's important to note when His Excellency the President said that Kenya is manufacturing phones and laptops, some people said that was a lie. It is important to tell Kenyans that we have companies in this country that produce more than 1 million smartphones per year, including, not limited to, M-Copper, including Sangbird, including Jomo Kenyatta University of Science and Technology. So we have Dedan Kimathi University. We have grown as a country that now we are exporting smartphones, we are exporting laptops, we are exporting computers, Honorable Speaker, and this particular zero rating of this particular product continues to ensure that we have good employment for young people and we are competitive, Honorable Speaker, in that sector.
Thank you, Honorable Members. Order. I've not even proposed the question. Can I propose it first? I propose the question, members, that clause 31 be amended as proposed by the Chairperson of Finance Committee. And before you do that, before I give it to the Honorable, I want to give it first to Honorable Mbui, but before I do that, please welcome children from the Kirima Comprehensive School, Ojoro constituency, Nyandarua County. The Honorable Mbui.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I had an amendment on that in that clause, which I dropped because I believe that I'm convinced to reject the whole bill. But Chair, on the matter that the Chair has raised, the change in 146. Now, I see this offending the Statutory Instruments Act because you cannot give the CS authority to exempt, and there is no reference to Parliament thereafter. Because he's just saying that such capital goods that the exemption of which the Cabinet Secretary may determine. Now, ideally, there has to be some fallback so that even as he makes that decision, he can also come back to the people's representatives for acceptance. So I think I would have wanted this to have gone through, but I wish he would have amended it in a way that we also hold sway over the executive on that matter. Thank you, Chair.
All members, on this, I will give a couple of members to say something. So I want you to be patient. But when I give you a chance, please stick to the topic of discussion and spend 1 minute to make your point. The Honorable Wangwe. I'll give this side, then I'll come back this side. Give him the next. Give him any. The Honorable Wangwe, you could use this one.
Sorry. Thank you, Chair. Chair, allow me to really appreciate the committee for making it possible that we retain the zero rating of transportation of cane, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, by applying exemption, it was definitely going to distract what the government has structured now in terms of supply of cane the industry has stabilized, Honorable Chair, and distorting it by making it exempt was definitely going to distract everything. Therefore, I want to support the amendment and retain that the committee amendment stands. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Members, you know the Honorable Wangwe had moved successfully the sugar bill, and is now an act of parliament. That's why this is very important to him. I'll give it, the Honorable Junet. There's a young man I want to give a chance before you. He's called Honorable Mukunji. Go ahead.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And when I was reading this bill, Honorable Speaker, I was wondering, what is it that this country wants to achieve by moving from zero-rated to exemption of important things such as manufacturing of things in this country. Honorable Speaker, this House in 2024 was invaded because of some proposals that were felt to be so draconian in this country, Honorable Speaker, and out of the executive proposals, we found ourselves under siege, and many members had to run away in very weird places, including ambulances, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I am one of the people who spoke closely to these manufacturers. And because of that proposal alone, funds would have gone to more than 40% increase in their prices, and they could not compete with even what is, Honorable Speaker, they are getting from outside. But Honorable Speaker, I ask myself, why is it that somebody can sit down and make a proposal so bad that it gets to this House and this House gets a bad name out of it? That's why, Honorable Speaker, as we say, and I know we are going to actually continue having this fight between zero ration and exemption. It is important, Honorable Speaker, to realize that many of these proposals have a ripple effect, whereby some of these proposals will have jobs being lost. Honorable Speaker.
Order. Honorable Mukunji. Now, be specific on 31, please.
Yes, I am there, Honorable Speaker.
Please.
Honorable Speaker, the phone manufacturers, as a matter of fact, they should be given some tax rebate, including the railway tax and other taxes that involve local manufacturers.
Thank you. Honorable Bongogoyo, I gave you a minute. You've taken 3.
Thank you.
Actually gave you 1 and allowed you 3. I said 1 and I gave you 3. Honorable Bongogoyo, go ahead.
Thank you, Chair. And I want to say that on this particular clause, the committee has taken into consideration what we raised on the second reading. But let me say, if you want to build a country, this is how you build a country by zero rating. The executive had proposed totally different, and most importantly, you want to bring in other clauses the issue of excise duty, and you don't want funds to come from outside the country. Grow your economy so that some of those things you are able to facilitate people who are in this industry, so that ultimately the issue of even excise duty, which we will be rejecting, will not be there, because once we grow this industry, it will be easy for us. Lastly, allow me to say, the chair, you have considered what you say. That is now what should be happening, not what you do in other incidences.
Thank you. Honorable Wandeto.
Speaker, I also want to thank the Committee of Finance for at least listening to Kenyans on this one. And that's why I was challenging my good friend, Honorable Kimani Kuria, that such proposals should not have even been published in the first place. We should not be going through this cleansing ceremony and wasting time. But Mr. Speaker, my contribution is, and I would like the Honorable Kimani Kuria to listen to this, about manufacturing and the exemptions that are being proposed here, that the Cabinet Secretary can deal with exemptions up to 500 million shillings. I think you have amended it to 5 billion. Mr. Speaker, we are trying to encourage cottage industries. And we seem to be running an economy that we are purposing for foreign investors. Let us also purpose our economy to encourage local investors. We have many people going to China to get machines of 2 million, 3 million, to do juice extraction, packaging this and that. It is important that at least they also get this sort of capital investment exemption.
Honorable Junet.
Chair, I want to point out that members don't understand the powers they have. It is the same reason why, we are looking at this bill is because we are the ones who have the powers to amend it. National Treasury can propose anything they want under the sun. Now, you don't need to say, why is National Treasury proposing? It is you as the representative of the people who should make a decision. And that's why we're here today. That's what we are doing. Honorable Bodeto must know he has been sent here by Tetu people so they can protect their interests in accordance with the law. And that is what we are doing to do. So, Mr. Speaker, first I want to support this amendment. I want to say, Mr. Chair, that this amendment is going to make Kenya an industrialized country. Chair, you know, when you attract investment more than 2 billion shillings to your country and giving them reliefs is when you will get serious investors. That is when you will attract international investors. That is when you will attract foreign direct investment to your country, Mr. Speaker. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, I represent sugar growing area. By zero rating transportation of sugar cane, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Chair, is going to make my people's life better. Chair, as you are aware, this government of the broad-based has revived the sugar industry like no other government. All the sugar factories in our area are now working. In my own county, sugarcane farmers have been paid 1 billion shillings for the last 1 month, for the last 1 year, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, let us accept when the government is doing a good job. Let us own it, Mr. Speaker. Let us not just oppose for the sake of opposing, like what I'm seeing from this village of Amunyo.
The Honorable Muchomba. 1 minute, please. Let it be a minute so that we clear this. Honorable Muchomba.
Chair, thank you very much. I happen to be a member of Finance Committee. And we went to various counties in this country listening to Kenyans submitting on their views of the proposed executive finance bill proposal. One of the biggest proposals we received, especially in my county, Kiambu, they came and told us they don't understand the issues of exempt. All they care is whether the animal feeds are going to be cheap at the point of purchase. So, Honorable Chair, it is important for every member of this parliament, before we come to such strategic discussions like today, everybody should seek to read the reports of committees before you come to debate in this house, so that you know what members of your county proposed and what is being adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, I gave out the 5 on this side. Allow me to also give this side. The Honorable Oundo. Yeah. It's only fair. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to support the amendments brought by the Chair of the committee on Clause 31, particularly to make manufacturing in this country more competitive. But more importantly, Mr. Chair, zero rating transportation of cane is a very, very critical move at this point in time when cost of production is a major issue in this country. The cost of production, 30% goes to transportation of cane. So if we zero rate, Mr. Chair, we will be reducing the cost of production in this country.
Thank you so much. The Vice Chair of Finance Committee.
Thank you, Chair. I think I need to make this clear. I am just a member of Finance. The Vice Chair.
Honorable CPA Ruto.
I am a committee member of Finance.
You've been purporting to be Vice Chair of that committee. I didn't know. Now I do. The Honorable CPA Ruto, go ahead.
Thank you. That could be good prayers. Chair, I'm just speaking from the point of view of the committee report. And can I be heard in silence, Chair? I'm just speaking from the point of view of the committee report. Yes. What members, Honorable Wandeto there is saying is that it is very good to be attentive and always collect the content of every committee report before you react. Because right now it comes out that the committee has done the right thing, what we were wailing about, what we were complaining about, and the committee, guided by Article 118 of our Constitution, they undertaken public participation and have taken into consideration the views of the members of public that are affected. And they are put in this report. The entire report carries huge stakeholder engagement, and what members of the public are saying.
Honourable members, thank you.
Always listen to the report, go through the report before you argue.
Thank you. Now that you'll agree that this clause does justice to what is required. Honourable Kaluma, lastly.
Chair, I want to support this provision, but with a caution that when we zero rate goods and services, the benefit should go to the consumer. Honourable Chair, the reason as to why the government was initially proposing deletions of these zero-rated items is that no benefit is going down. Instead, the tax expenditure is going into hundreds of billions. So we are collecting money, giving to people who are not passing the benefit. So let me say that because we are not as bold as we should be today, and because the people want it so, let us zero-rate these goods, but let the factories, the owners of the goods and services, transfer the benefits to the consumers.
Thank you so much.
That is something
Thank
we
you.
need to
Members,
look at.
I want to allow the Honourable, because there's a small